guys? Welcome back to Triple C Media. So we're down for Mustang Fest at Myrtle Beach, and I got a buddy that came down. His name's Logan. He drove his 89 Mustang down here, and I've been wanting to get a film on this car just to show him a little bit about it. It's a 25th anniversary car, and usually, I know in 1990s, you'd see well, about all Foxbodies came with a little emblem on the dash that said 25 years underneath. But what makes his is a little bit more unusual is it's a Carolina Ford dealer's car. And I want to say it was pretty slim. I think they did maybe 500 of them. And, you know, it was mainly just an appearance package. A lot of people like them. Some people took the decals off. I mean, it's an odd car that you don't really see every day. I'm pretty sure they did some in convertibles, LXs, and I've seen a coupe before. I have seen a notchback in one, which was a pretty odd sight to see. But I'm going to say if you grew up in North Carolina, you know, in the 80s, 90s, you've probably seen one of these cars around. But it's a pretty low production car. I mean, one of 500's pretty low in my book. All of them had the DSO number of 022. Which would have been Charlotte, North Carolina. They're just real neat cars. I want to say, I think they were all 89. There may have been some 90s, but there's some play in there. I've seen a guy post up a 89 before, and people say that's not a true 25th anniversary car. But if you go to the date that the car was produced, 25 years, well, your Mustang was built in 1964 and a half. So if it's an 89 and a half Mustang, technically wouldn't that be 25 years right there? So what we'll do now is I'll go interview him a little bit, find out some more about the car. We'll look over the car and I'll let y'all see it. It's a pretty good looking car. I know he's put a set of Flowmaster American Thunders on it, and I think he's got a set of oversized ponies on it. But what we'll do now is I'll go ahead and get to him, and I'll show you the car, and we'll interview him a little bit. Guys, so I made it down here to my buddy Logan and where he's staying at. I got him out here. I'm going to ask him a few questions about the car. As you can tell, he's definitely done some of the bigger ponies on it. I like the oversized ponies. I really do. They give it a good look. What made you go that route? Because I know it's still 4-lug, but there's another option for wheels out there. But I mean, what truly made you go that route? I mean,
well, it's a clean, simple look, and that's where I want to kind of keep the cars all original kind of looking. I know they came with the 10 holes on them, but I think the oversized ponies just give it a little bit more offset of a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Stands it out.
Definitely. Now, granted, I would love it if they made some oversized 10 holes, but I don't know that they're ever going to do that. But the pony wheels just give it a little bit better look. I'm still a fan of 10 holes and the pony wheels. Now, turbines, not so much, but that's just because they're hard to clean. But it's still that originality to them, the GT cars and stuff like that. So what all have you done to the car? I was telling them I thought you had done like American Thunder catback on it. Let's see.
I done the American Thunders on it, oversized ponies, and other than the headlights, I did some tail lights. And other than that, I'm trying to keep the car pretty original.
Yeah,
doing some minor upgrades.
Just a good driver car. I mean, it's got good reliability to it. I know me and him went through and we put some AC back on it, got that up and going. Did have to do a fuel pump, didn't we? Yeah. We had to do a fuel pump because, and that was a strange situation because the fuel pump was still priming, but there wasn't no pressure, and we finally got that figured out and got it put on. But overall, the car has really turned out to be a good thing for him. He really enjoys it. The car actually, what was it sitting? About 7-8 years it was sitting in a building?
Yeah, 7 years.
It was sitting 7 years in a building, and it recently got out this year. What had happened is, I think the dude was telling me as well, he took it to Charlotte Motor Speedway to go sell it at the speed track, and nobody would buy it. And I think he had it posted, pretty reasonable, but that was, probably 8 years ago by now. But he took it out there to try to sell it. Nobody bought it, and he came home and stuck it in the building, and he said, well, it's just going to go up sitting. So he just let it sit there. It stayed on concrete and everything like that. The car stayed really good. I think he picked up the car, I believe it was out of Greenville. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, Greenville, South Carolina is where he got it at. And it was originally purchased over at Charlotte. there was some original documentation, but I don't know that we have that with us here to show you. But he did do that. He put headlights in it. You did do that.
I put some headlights in it.
But other than that, you'll take a look at the car. I'll show it to you, and you'll really like the way it's turned out. I gotta admit, I'm not the biggest fan of white Fox bodies, but it's definitely, to me, it's got a little bit more of a look to it other than, you know, just plain white. So I'll go ahead and flip the camera around here, and I'll show you Logan's car. Here it is, y'all. You can see he's got the 17-inch ponies on it, new headlights, all original paint. This car actually came out very, very nice. It's just a good cruiser. It's a really nice car. You definitely don't see many of them. Like I say, I think it was a low production of like 500 of these things made, and it's really turned out well. He may potentially lower it on down a little bit, maybe. I know he wants to do some shocks, just basic stuff to keep this a good little cruiser. But it's definitely, you know, if I seen it out and about, that bottom part really catches my attention. Let's see here. Let's see. Will you unlock it there for me, Logan, so I can open it up for him? But it's definitely, the window tint made a big difference in my opinion. It looks really good with the white.
Got the oval key still with it.
Yeah, still got the factory keys with it. And there it is inside. The car's actually really nice. Those are from where he just had the window tint put on before he came down here. Sorry if it's a little dirty. Kind of day. I mean, he drove it what, 3 hours down here?
Yeah, three hours.
Yeah, I mean it did really good too for him. I mean, everything works on it. It's a factory 5-speed car. I mean, overall, it's a really, really, really nice car. I can't believe that the red interior is still in the same shape that it is. You definitely, red's 50-50 half the time, and most of the time it just looks rough in my honest opinion. But if you did like the video, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe, and keep on, you know, keep up with us, and we'll go from there and everything. I'm gonna try to keep posting stuff on here as much as I can. There'll probably be some updates on this car right here in the future, just because I believe he's gonna keep it for a while, ain't you, Logan?
Yeah, I plan on keeping it for a good little bit.
So he'll keep a hold of it, and we'll probably end up doing some small short videos, you know, like shocks, any suspension work he wants to do to it. You know, just keep it a good cruiser, because nowadays, I mean, seems like the more you build them, then you just got more problems. So he's just going to keep it original and have a fun little cruising car. But if you did like the video, like I say, just subscribe, keep up with us, and hopefully we got some more content coming y'all's way. I appreciate it.